Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. We're kind of boxed in up here in between the associated Netraxi stars and the united whatever technocracy. I'm hoping we're going to be able to explore and find something useful down in these parts, but we're trying to at least secure our borders. Let's get the game unpaused as we tick on. I'm at a point where we've got enough influence that we could potentially build another starbase and claim a system, but we need one to be explored. Actually, one of you can come down here. I did think about potentially bypassing these guys. In fact, let's just do a very quick check. So if I take you, how much would it cost us? 132. So yeah, it's an additional 1 influence per system you bypass, which is just not cool. And that's an incredibly large amount to be spending. Okay, we've got an encounter in Mizar. Whereabouts is Mizar? Is Mizar down here? Yeah, there it is. We've encountered some form of aliens. They've been flagged as Mizar until we can learn more about them. Okay. Let's investigate them. Finishes in 10 months? Yeah, we can totally do that. Yeah, they've got a station in that system.
Anomalous readings registered.
Ooh, anomaly within the Dwitham system. It's a routine one. Let's actually go to that very quickly and back out. Alright, there it is. Yeah, this looks like it might be a pretty good place for us to claim, actually, because of the engineering research. So let's bring the other nest builder down here, so we're ready to do that when the time comes. I'll also speed this up a little bit. We don't need to be playing on normal speed. So we started in 2211 this episode. Still got a long way to go before 2500 or 2500 if you prefer that terminology. We're still not building up our military fleet. I'm going to wait until we've got some better components. I don't think anyone's going to be declaring war on us anytime soon. If I have a look at our contacts, the technocracy love us. The associated Netraxi stars don't.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
But that's okay. Now, we had a problem at the end of the last episode that one of our places was unsettled, I think is a nice way of putting it. So, Drugmar Prime, we've only got 1 population. They're actually a bit happier now. I think that's an initial bug with a place. When you settle it, it can sometimes throw it into chaos. I think it's a bug. I hope it's a bug. Otherwise, I did something foolish. Like maybe you're not supposed to start building districts straight away or something like that. Gigantic skeleton. That's what it is we found. So what was previously thought to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Dwitham 2A has been identified as the massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien life form. The bones have been dated to 3.4 billion years old. That's quite a few. But our scientists ruled out that Dwitham 2A could have supported life on that scale at any point in the moon's history. Science officer Eyes of Honeydew has prepared a special research project to delve further into it. Yeah, sure. We can do a special research project. So at the moment, you're exploring here. Once you're done with that, do the research project.
System survey concluded.
Mizar has been concluded. Lovely. And Wings of Ivory on the 3rd eye has gained a level. Amazing. So the 3rd eye, that's over here. It's not really doing a huge amount. We could send it down this way. We do want to keep exploring for different anomalies and things. So yeah, let's go check out the trinary system. never know what we might find. Ah. Our factions are giving us influence. I didn't know that happens. I was thinking it's a bit strange we're getting 4 at the moment with our various agreements in place, but yeah, that's all right by me. Okay, the inner eye. You've only got one more place to explore, and then we'll be able to get this system claimed.
System survey concluded.
There we go.
Horizons expanded.
System survey concluded. Let's claim it. And they're going to come down and go around these little places. And after that, I
Special
don't know
project
what we'll do.
concluded.
After successfully translating the language, we've established communications with the independent space station of the Curator Order. That gives us some influence, which is lovely. Greetings, Star Travelers. We are the Curators. I like their slight green and almost like mottled stone look. Very aesthetic. Our ancient order was established eons ago by the various galactic powers in ascendancy at the time. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions. We failed. Good job, guys. Good job. Few of us remain today, but we're no less committed to our sacred mission than our predecessors were. We're willing to share some of our knowledge with you for a price. Okay, let's the Curator Enclave. Maybe we should send a diplomat to them. Oh, we can't send a diplomat to them. Okay. Can you aid us in our research? That will cost 1,000 energy credits. And it'll give us plus 10% research speed. Hell yeah. Alright, let's just make some money. So if we sell 500 consumer goods and 200 food. Yes, we would like to purchase this service. That'll give us 2 years of 10% research speed. What else did you have to offer? Tell us about the mysteries of the universe? There are exceedingly powerful entities lurking within certain star systems in our galaxy, at great cost in both lives and resources. Curator agents have painstakingly gathered knowledge that should make these beings easier to deal with the next time you encounter them. Okay. Could we recruit them? They need to like us more. Okay, well, give us the research thing. Ah, that improves their opinion of us. So yeah, it's definitely worth us checking back on that. Extra research is definitely my kind of thing. Yeah, so with our different factions, let's actually have a look and see what they want.
The faction screen gives an overview of the populace's political leanings. Be aware that shifts in the socio-political climate may give rise to factions. Details on faction sizes, attractiveness to...
Alright, that seems straightforward enough. So we have the Academy for the Advancement of Science. They like that. Signing research treaties with at least 3 other empires or being in a research cooperative will please them. Staying ahead of the curve. That's good. Allowing AI, yeah. Access to secret knowledge or some kind of ancient insight or data cache will approve. Okay. And over here, noble privilege. Extending our influence to dominate subject nations will please them. Assuring a stratified society. Okay, and autocracy. Imperial or dictatorship. Okay, so they're generally happy with us. And down here, National Involvement Committee. So keep at least 5,000 stored at all times. That's probably worth us doing. Restricting our policies to defensive wars only will please them. Keep the peace, sure, non-violence. Sure for now. These ones are likely to be the least happy in the long run. So we want to save up some energy credits just so that we can get more influence from them. it does mean we'll probably end up expanding a bit slower.
Construction project concluded.
Hard to say. Right, construction ship. Get this. After you've done that, get this. After you've done that, get this. And with the amount of trade in here, in fact, no, we wouldn't do anything here. We would do it at this one. If we were going to upgrade them. I wonder what happens if we try and upgrade this. Is it going to complain massively at me for it? I suspect it probably will, so we won't do that just yet. But yeah, getting some kind of trade hub with that would be really handy. Doing it at Atlantis would make sense. There might be something else down here as well.
System survey concluded.
Amazing. Let's get this one claimed as well. We're expanding pretty rapidly, I'd say. Our Empire Sprawl is getting a little bit large, so let's close that off. You found an anomaly, so get researching that. And I want to go back
Here
to
we see a breakdown of this planet.
Inaris very quickly. I don't know if we can get any more admin jobs here until we get, because we've got administrative offices, which, so that's bureaucrats. Bureaucrat jobs are all filled at the moment, so we would need more bureaucracy. We are still growing a little bit. Oh Jesus, only one available housing. Alright, we need to get other things building here. I have not been paying attention. So City District will give us the most housing. Let's get one of these. It's going to take 500 materials, so let's sell a little bit of food. Buy a little bit there. I really should have been watching this a bit closer. An odd factor. No reports of any problems have been issued from the odd factory. It seems like the colony will maintain the projected production estimates. Okay, that's good. So, over at Dogma Prime, it does give us an odd factory. There it
System
is.
survey concluded.
Produces 4.4 alloys. Wow. That's amazing. That survey, I think, was all the way down here. Yeah. Nothing really of interest there. So move on this way. I feel like we have a lot of things going on, but I want more things. I want more star bases. So it's increased by our number of POPs and owned systems, and by technologies and traditions. So over here, yeah, we'll carry on with discovery. I may as well blitz it all the way to faith in science. We do still have more administrative capacity, so I'm not too worried about that just yet, but we definitely want to make sure we don't go over in the future.
Construction project concluded.
Great. So we're a bit low on... Where is our construction ship? There you are. We're a little bit low on these for the moment, so for now, just do one mining station. Edic Monolithic. Wisdom 3 is uninhabited, and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs, carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastic it must surely be fictional. Surely. Ooh. We're going to go for the research, engineering research, image them for the archives. Why was this? Why were you unable to build a mining station here? Did it get confused? Oh, maybe because we didn't have the materials at the time? No. I could have sworn it used the materials right at the start. Well, we've had a couple of level ups. For now, let's move you over to here, so at least you're in the right neck of the woods when this one's ready to go.
Anomaly found.
It is probably down to the... I want to go to this. It's probably down to the materials. So this is actually in one of our potential systems. We've not got anyone in a position to be able to claim this system yet. So the question is, how many more things have you got? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so... No, not the nest builder. Survey this system, then do the research anomalies. And as soon as we get enough, we'll get this going. There we go. Build the mining station.
Construction project concluded.
Right, this is the point where we start running out of resources. Let's sell some food. We can buy enough for this to keep going for the moment. I want to get the research first. Oh, we've got the... No, we don't have the research station. There we go, it just hadn't selected the correct ship. So yeah, our research should be moving along at a pretty stonking pace. 31%, 36%. 110 progress a month is very nice. 8 months until we get the administrative capacity boost.
Construction project concluded.
Lovely. Let's get the next thing done. Which is going to be this one down here. Yeah, that is definitely going in the right place.
Special project concluded.
Alright. After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found on Dwitham 2A, Science Officer Eyes of Honeydew has concluded that the creature served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found within the larger skeleton, and we assume these came from members of the crew, as opposed to, you know, people that had been eaten. For reasons unknown, this organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed. While we cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this, the study of these bones alone has substantially advanced our knowledge. Oh, hell yeah. This place
Construction project
is going to be
concluded.
amazing. So, with the construction project completed, we've got engineering and society research we can do in here. On the same place. You're going to do that right now. So the thinking eye is done with the anomalies. Let's move them on.
System survey concluded.
Yay. Once you're done with that, come and build a starbase. Yeah, we definitely want to turn Landis into a trade hub. Okay, so system survey done, leaders gained a level. Let's have a look at this. If we upgrade this, what's it going to say? Is it going to complain massively at me? Natural wormhole. We've detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of OSSEC's system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to another in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart. Okay, so that's not going to be very useful, but still interesting to see that it's around.
Construction project concluded.
Kind of feel like maybe we should build a star base in there and call it Deep Space Nine. Construction's complete over here. We've got enough materials to get the next bit going. So let's queue that up. We've also finished the adaptive bureaucracy, which gives us a little bit more empire sprawl capacity. So the next research. Hydroponics farm, better population growth speed. Allow us to start clearing things. Starbase hydroponics is kind of interesting, but I think if we do genome mapping, it'll benefit us more in the long run. Also, it looks like it unlocks a specific biological path. So let's go for that. Also, it's quite cheap. Where's the fleet at the moment? It's in Dwugmar.
System survey concluded.
Right, where have we surveyed? The Rimdar system. Oh, that's all the way down here. I think let's start exploring around this area. Yeah, I'm wondering if we should bring these up to Karagus at least, because these are the ones that are most likely to attack us. The wormhole could be a point of ingress. It's worth thinking about at least. Encounter in Bralix. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in Bralix. Bralix is going to be down here, I'm assuming. We call them Delta aliens. Alright. So, Delta aliens, 8 months for us to get them researched. We've got nothing to do on any of these points. Who knows, they might be friendly. Maybe we could encourage them into a war with the technocracy. That would be fun. Do a little bit of social manipulation. I heard them talking shit about you. Yeah. Stirring the galactic pot.
Construction project concluded.
Lovely, you are done. Come down here. You're building a new starbase. So inevitably it is going to complain at me when Landis Station finishes upgrading, but hey, improved deflectors. Lovely. Research station output even more? Global energy management. increases the upkeep of technicians, but they have a lot more output. Oh, it's to unlock a specific edict. And the building the energy grid. That's interesting. Automatic exploration could be useful, but I like doing the manual part of it. Colony development speed. I'm assuming that's the actual colonization there. Well, none of these are particularly amazing, so let's go for miniature containment feeds because that'll speed up everything else in the future. There we go, our construction ship is down in OSSEC. Let's head back to Inaris. So we've got 2 available jobs, we've got 6 available housing now, that's great. I'm wondering if we should get another district on the go. Yeah, let's get another city district for now.
System survey concluded.
Third Eye, where are you? You're down here. Move across this way. That's a boring system. Zarin, though.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Cool. Trinary system. Really, really pretty. Look at the detail that goes into these. It is absolutely gorgeous, even down to the lens flare. So Bralix is done. Right, we have a new founded colony in the Karagus system. Yeah, it's a little bit unstable, but we'll not get anything building just yet. There is 2 more available housing. Once we've got 1 more population, then I'll think about expanding it further. But it's a really nice looking tropical world, so
construction project concluded.
That's a lot of districts that we've got available. Technology completed. The mining station output plus 10%. Brilliant. Coil guns? Ooh. Yeah, coil guns next. Let's start getting some advanced weaponry. So, perfect. We just finished colonizing enough systems that we don't have a penalty from the starbase. I want a trade hub. And a gun battery, I think. And in terms of the buildings, I know we're spending a lot on this, but it's definitely worth it. A target uplink computer. Ooh, a curator think tank. Requires a curator enclave in the system, requires a diplomatic agreement with them. Okay, so we can't do that yet. Let's get the target uplink computer. So this is a well-defended trade hub. Or will be. And whereabouts are you? You finished building this starbase so we can get some things going in here. Let's start with the energy credits.
System survey concluded.
Amazing. You can move on to the black hole. I'm assuming that's going to be a black hole. We'll claim this.
An alien empire has established communications.
Cool. So after successfully translating their language, we've established communications with the Twaxalor Collective. Diplomatic channels are now open and all hostilities have been terminated. That gives us some influence. So they're a hive mind. Collective consciousness. We're the Twaxalor Collective and we speak as one. The hive mind has taken note of your presence. We will observe for now. Our future actions will depend on whether you're a threat, an opportunity for expansion, or an unforeseen variable. We'll just greet them happily. We've learned of a new strategic resource encountered on Burris C1 in the territories of the Twaxalor Collective. So the Twaxalor Collective over here. Oh, I see. There's volatile motes, yeah, and exotic gases. They've got some interesting things over there. Okay, let's go to our contacts. So the Twaxalor hive mind, their fleet power is overwhelming, but they are inferior to us.
The diplomacy screen is where we communicate with other civilizations. Here we can declare war, form alliances, and implement trade deals with our neighbors, amongst other things.
We're going to send an envoy over there to work on improving our relations. I think it's important to be friends with the people that you're next to. In any game like this, or equivalent in board games, but being friends with the person on the other side of the person you're friends with is even better because that gives you leverage. Right. You're on your way. That's good. Just making sure we have something on the go everywhere. Okay. They have closed their borders. That's fine. We're down here, so we're just not going to be able to go through that way. I don't mind that so much. They have some nice looking worlds though. Yeah, that is definitely a black hole.
Construction project concluded.
Also, there's a planet in orbit around. I mean, it's a barren world, of course, but there is a planet in orbit of that black hole. Let's start up here with this one.
Construction project concluded.
We've done that one. We've got this system claimed. I'm just having a look over here. I think, yeah. So having this shipyard here, it says it's collected by the trade hub, but the trade hub hasn't been built yet. Or is that just because it will be built? Ooh, strategic resource discovered. During a survey of the Uzhab vortex, the WS Thinking Eye discovered a previously unknown strategic resource dubbed dark matter. This exotic substance has many properties that seemingly defy several natural laws. It could potentially revolutionize the sciences. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. But yeah, we're definitely going to do that. Everyone is ticking along.
System survey concluded.
Doing things.
Horizons expanded.
I think we just finished building that trade hub. Yep. And I say that because we've just got this and we've just got this. So Uzhab has been claimed. We've got enough influence that we could claim another system. So you're building that, then you'll do that one. you've got a few things to do down here. Oh, we'll see which one gets clear first. But the thinking eye, you can move on. So I'm not sure how the trade hub systems work. So let's have a look at the market. Is the market going to tell us anything? Not really. Maybe
the
under
policies
policies?
tab covers government policies, which have wide-ranging effects on how our empire is run.
Trade policy. Oh, right, there we go. Wealth creation. Each trade value earns us 1 energy credit. That seems quite nice. Each trade earns us 1 and 1. And unity. Alright, marketplace of ideas. So this is going to drop our energy credit output. But we are gaining quite a bit more in terms of
Anomaly found.
trade, so I think that's fine. And in fact, we've got this being gathered as well. Is that from the trade hub? Is that reaching all that way? Okay, what's this anomaly? It's an easy one, just do it right away. An abandoned ship has been left to drift aimlessly. And that's in the Azak system, which is going to be down here.
Construction project concluded.
Great, you are getting through these. That's 7 there. Get that mining station done.
Mining stations are used to extract the minerals and strategic...
Over here, you can finish off this one. Yeah, I'd say our empire is coming along quite well. There is quite a bit of gap between these two, so I'm hoping that there's something else packed in, otherwise they've got a lot of space to expand. Comparatively to us, I mean, we've got a decent sized place. We're actually doing really well at the moment. Obviously, that is subject to change as the game progresses. So, we've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Azax 2A. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear. When some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of this ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. I'm always up for getting more research. Technological superiority, that's really the angle we're heading towards. With just different bits of construction on the go at the moment. There's not a lot that we need to worry about. Our research is up to 155, that's brilliant. Keeping roughly balanced as well, which is always a bit of a surprise. Because obviously it's down to what you get doled out, dotted around. Now, still 37 populations. As soon as it hits 40, I think we'll try and get some more bureaucracy going on. I should also think about maybe some more colonies. Let's have a look at our expansion planner.
We find nearby habitable planets that may present opportunities for colonization.
So
we can build colony ships and issue them orders directly from this screen.
Foldora 2. Okay, that's a tundra world. And Dogmar 3, which, yeah, neither of these are great for us. Right, can I? Amazing! That's so much better. so much better for us being able to tell what we want to do. Now, as I did say at the start of the series, I've only played this for about 10 hours, plus the couple of episodes that we've got, so I will constantly be learning things about the game as we progress through. If you do have any tips, feel free to throw them down below, but it might be a while before I see them and am able to take them on board, just through nature of these Let's Play videos. Nevertheless, I will pay attention for any future recordings or future games that I end up running through. We definitely want to claim that.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, you've got one more thing you need to build in this system. Let's get that. This is obviously stacking up our minerals at the cost of our energy credits. But that's not really a problem because
Construction project concluded.
we can always sell. Let's build a starbase there. Yeah, we can always sell the minerals in order to get energy credits. It's got a relatively far way to go to get around to that, but it's going to be another system for us, and it will secure. Geez, a wormhole and a black hole pretty close to each other doesn't seem like a great combination for stellar mechanics.
Construction project concluded.
Lovely. Well, let's move you to here. Hey, Eyes of Honeydew has leveled up as well. And I think... How are you doing? You're up to 3 population.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Amazing.
Anomaly found.
Okay. So the newly founded colony on Karagus, we're going to leave it alone for now. The third eye has picked up a really easy one in Azax, so let's get that researching. So sensors pick up an unexpected activity from an isolated point on Azax 7A's frozen service. Who knows what we might find. Hey, and this is why we're getting the extra unity, so we can do traditions faster. Faith in science, populations working with research have their upkeep reduced by 20%. We'll get this, and it gives us an Ascension perk.
The Ascension perks list shows the Ascension perks that we can potentially unlock. Some Ascension perks may have special requirements, like technologies, or having a certain number of already unlocked Ascension perk slots.
Okay. So what do we want? Ah, I see. They give us direct benefits. Technological ascendancy, research speed plus 10%. Rare technologies appear more frequently. That's great. Mastery of nature. Imperial prerogative. Good for admin capacity. Transcendent learning, no. Shared destiny, no. Enigmatic engineering. Plus the sensor range, plus the hyperlane detection range. And our technology and engineering is too arcane for others to reverse engineer. That's amazing. The Colossus project. Ooh. So we would have to have Titans and 3 other perks. Okay, so a lot of these we're not going to get anywhere near, but for now, we're going to go with technological ascendancy. That is entirely my thing. I like that it says this effect would change 1% to 1.5%, just to make it clear how it works. For me, I'm pretty good with maths, so that makes total sense to me, but I know a lot of people get confused by the wording of different things like that in games. You are supposed to be going here. So the ancient frozen remains of almost 1,000 aliens have been found in the vicinity as Madin 4. That's up here. They come from over a dozen species. Preliminary dating puts the corpses at roughly 600,000 years old, around the same time as the Cybrex machine consciousness. Ooh, cool. Well, yeah,
Situation log updated.
you're going to be sticking around to do that. 180 days. Let's make sure you're signed to it. Anything about the Cybrex I'm interested to find out about. I bet they're going to be really bad. I mean, obviously it's an AI that wants to wipe out the universe. Or was an AI, but are they still around? Ugh. A bit like the Ravagers from Mass Effect. Science ship WS Third Eye came up short with regards to its original mission of investigating a possible activity on the frozen surface of ASAX 7A. There's seemingly nothing of note but ice and rock. However, Science Officer Wings of Ivory, a self-proclaimed gourmet chef and history buff, claims to have made an important discovery. A chemical compound found in the surface ice layers in several regions is allegedly, supposedly closely related to Harm Stellar salt, an ingredient integral to many traditional Han dishes and thought extinct on Inaris. It's long been speculated that Han Stellar salt was never native to our homeworld, but was brought to the surface by some meteorite impact in the distant past. The Science Officer's discovery on ASAX 7A lends some credence to this theory. The Wings of Ivory leans heavily on properties described in ancient cookbooks predating modern chemistry to prove the saline connection. Whether the salt analysed and synthesised actually tastes like the Han Stellar salt of old is ultimately of little consequence. Just the idea of traditional foods now possessing more historically accurate flavour profiles is bound to stimulate both the Han economy and palate. Salty modifier added for 240 months. Amazing. I'm loving the effort and description that's been put into some of these random events. That really tickles me, that does. Okay, so we're...
System survey concluded.
I was going to say, we're waiting for this system to finish being surveyed. We've already got enough that we can get that building. You can move straight on and do the final one up here. And we're rapidly running out of space up in our little...
System survey concluded.
Little neck of the woods.
Horizons expanded.
Right. You may as well carry on down here. I think after this is done, because these borders are closed, we'll bring our science ships back down and round this way. And try and put them to good use.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. With the vortex
Construction
secured.
project concluded.
Hey, brilliant. Yeah, with the vortex secured,
Special
there's
project
only
concluded.
one more place that we need to explore and conquer. I mean, this is already being built. So let's clear that off. Let's clear that off. Starbase is looking much better. Can't upgrade it to a Starhold, but we can think about defense platforms. And it might not be a bad idea. We have coil guns on the way, so let's wait for coil guns to be finished and then we'll do defense platforms. Over here, scientist Isaac Green has leveled up. That's amazing. So the dead aliens we found on Osmodin 4 all died from vacuum exposure, and each individual had a barcode the Cybrex were known to laser onto the skin of organic captives. It seems like the Cybrex executed these aliens by spacing them, perhaps after having finished interrogations, or to keep them from escaping during a kind of rescue operation. We may never know the truth. Hey, that looks like more habitable worlds.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, I don't know what we can do with you, so I'll move you here for now.
Anomaly found.
Okay. That anomaly looks like it's going to be an easy one, so yeah, just research that while you're going around. Leaders gained level. Yeah, I don't think we've got
Another day, another scientific break.
another population moving in yet. Population growth speed plus 10%, brilliant. We're going to get some more research going. Ooh. Trade across interstellar distances presents a new set of challenges. It's critical to achieve transfer of goods from one system to another in a timely and cost-efficient manner. Produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. Oh, I see. That's another office that you'd have. Gene clinics. Naval capacity. Or just general food from farmers. Let's go for the off-world trading company. We can always switch this around if we need to, or maybe introduce it to one of our other star bases. We're now losing a little bit of money. Wait.
We are losing credits at an alarming rate. Last month's budget report makes for some grim.
No, it doesn't. It's 1 credit. It's
Research
nothing.
Concluded.
Yay, more research. There's the coil guns. So we're going to get some new research on the go. Powered exoskeletons, strike craft. That's kind of cool. I think though we'll go for geothermal fracking for now. So while conducting surface scans of Habitus 9A, Science Officer Eyes of Honeydew and the crew of the Wingspan Thinking Eye discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They've not detected any other signs of alien activity on the moon, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We've prepared a special project to translate the text.
Situation log updated.
Well, it's definitely going to be worth us doing. Whether it's worth doing before or after this is a big question. So you've got a lot of places left to survey. Yeah, so survey the system, then do the research, because it's potentially going to take a while. Right, I wanted to do some
In the fleet manager.
ship design. There we go. So we're working on the defense platform. This is going to be... Ooh. Medium station section, yeah. And this one will be a light station section. So given we've got coil guns and blue lasers, we'll do coil guns there. And we'll do it like that. I think that's a reasonable setup. Do we want armor? Do we want deflectors? Let's do it like this. So a bit of armor, a bit of deflectors, We've got enough power, so we don't need more power. This is going to be the Grieving Talon. I like the look of that. Now, out of curiosity, I want to see what this one looks like. Oh, it's just gone pure medium lasers, and it's gone slightly the other way. Oh, we could change this to a heavy section. Or medium section, I mean. Yeah, let's do that. We want actually the armor and stuff down here, though. That's a bit more even. And it works out better for our power. So in Landis, the Grieving Talon. It's going to take quite a lot of resources, but I would much rather have us defended than not. And with that, I think that's a good point for us to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Oh, borders have been opened. We no longer see any reason to keep you locked out of our territory. It's good that we're improving our relations with them. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Stellaris. See you soon.